People in Johnson also went to the polls. No primary. In fact, there was only one issue to decide on, and that is whether to approve a bond worth $590,000. The money, which will come from increased taxes, would kickstart the construction of an industrial park intended to revamp Johnson's economy. ABC 22's Jordan Barber tells us about today's vote. She is live in the newsroom tonight. Hi, Jordan.
Thanks, Lauren. People in Johnson only had one thing to decide today: the future of an industrial park. Officials for the town proposed the park in order to help make up losses to the town's economy after last year's floods. But at the end of the day, it will be a personal decision. Nearly 2/3 of Johnson's industrial and commercial properties are located in areas at risk for flooding. After the town endured significant water damage last summer, officials in Johnson argued that putting a new industrial park out of the path would make the most sense. Tuesday's vote will determine whether to approve a $590,000 bond to match federal funds and to secure a grant from the Northern Border Regional Commission, which will cover half the cost of the $2.1 million project.
Well, I would encourage everybody to support this project. I think for a relatively small amount of taxpayer money, we're leveraging a huge amount of other money to build a park, and if it doesn't happen now, it's not going to happen probably.
Duncan Hastings, the vice chair of the Johnson Select Board, tells me the town already owns the parcel of land for the park. He says the problem is that the money is needed to improve utilities that will make the space attractive to new businesses.
The purpose of the bond would be to actually build the infrastructure, so the access road, water, sewer, electric, and fiber optics, and to stub those out to each of the proposed lots.
Hastings says if the bond is not approved, they will be at risk of losing the grant from the Northern Border Regional Commission. But how are voters feeling about the decision? While some have expressed concerns over an increase in taxes, voters such as David Meyer see a positive opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the problems with businesses going elsewhere because they don't have the infrastructure here to locate, and until that gets fixed, I don't see us kind of getting out of what appears to be a downward spiral, so I think this points the way upward.
Other voters have simpler reasons for supporting the project.
Johnson already owns the property, and we really need a grocery store. That's the biggest reason. I think this could be a great option for that.
Voting will continue until 7 p.m. tonight at the Johnson Municipal Building, so if you're looking to get to the polls, there's still time. Votes will be counted shortly after the polls close. If the bond is approved, the next step will be for the town to figure out a repayment plan. Some options include a 10, 20, and 30-year note. Reporting live from the newsroom, Jordan Barber, ABC 22 News.